Hello, I'm Cameron Walker and you're watching GBN Royal. Today we're diving into a story that's been making waves in both royal and international news, Meghan Markle's new lifestyle brand and the controversy surrounding its logo. Allegations of plagiarism, a centuries-old Spanish town emblem at the heart of the matter? Well, let's break it down. So for those of you who might have missed it, Meghan Markle recently announced her latest business venture, a lifestyle brand called As Ever. Take a look.
It's recording.
Okay. Cat's out of the bag. I'm shocked we've kept this a secret for so long. In 2 weeks, my show is coming out, which I'm so excited for. And also my business, which I think there's been a lot of curiosity about. Last year, I had thought, you know what, American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood. It's a nickname for Santa Barbara. But it limited me to things that were just manufactured and grown in this area. Then Netflix came on, not just as my partner in the show, but as my partner in my business, which was huge. So I thought about it, and I've been waiting for a moment to share a name that I had secured in 2022, and this is the moment. And it's called As Ever. As Ever essentially means as it's always been. And if you followed me since 2014 with the TIG, you know I've always loved cooking and crafting and gardening. This is what I do, and I haven't been able to share it with you in the same way for the past few years, but now I can. So as things are starting to trickle out there, I wanted you to hear it from me first. Of course, there will be fruit preserves. I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam. But there's so many more products that I just love that I use in my home, and now it's time to share it with you. So I can't wait for you to see it. Thanks, guys.
While details remain somewhat scarce, we do know that the brand aims to focus on wellness, food, gardening, home decor, and general mindful living. Very Californian. Think along the lines of Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop or Martha Stewart's Empire. The brand's debut was subtle but strategic. It was introduced via an Instagram post, as you just saw, featuring a minimalist yet elegant logo. A palm tree flanked by 2 hummingbirds. At first glance, nothing too controversial, right? But as it turns out, this seemingly simple design has drawn criticism from a very unexpected place. A small town in Majorca in Spain. Soon after the logo was unveiled, officials in Porreres, a picturesque town on the Spanish island of Majorca, took notice. Their concern was the As Ever logo bears a striking resemblance to the town's historical coat of arms, which features, you guessed it, a palm tree with 2 birds. And you can see it side by side here alongside Meghan's logo. Now, Porreres has been using this emblem since at least 1370, meaning it's been a symbol of the town for over 650 years. Understandably, local officials are not thrilled about what they perceive as an unauthorized use of their historic symbol. The town's mayor, Francisca Moraveni, has expressed surprise and disappointment over the situation. She told the Sun newspaper, "We don't want our coat of arms to be perverted because it belongs exclusively to Porreres." Strong words, right? But what exactly are they planning to do about it? Well, here's where things get tricky. While the resemblance is undeniable, it's unclear whether Meghan Markle and her team intentionally copied the emblem. After all, the palm trees and birds aren't exactly uncommon imagery, especially for a lifestyle brand inspired by nature. Legally speaking, this falls into a bit of a grey area, to be honest, because intellectual property law varies by country, and it's uncertain whether Porreres has any international legal grounds to demand a logo change. The town's officials have mentioned that they are analysing potential legal steps, but they've also extended an invitation for Meghan to visit and learn about the emblem's significance firsthand. However, legal battles can be costly, and Porreres is a small town with limited resources. Many experts suggest that a more diplomatic approach, such as direct discussions or a redesign, could be the most practical resolution. Now let's consider Meghan Markle's side of the story here. While she hasn't made any official statements, and neither has her spokesperson regarding the controversy, sources close to her suggest that the logo was designed with personal significance in mind. For instance, the palm tree reportedly represents Santa Barbara in California, where Harry and Meghan currently live. The hummingbirds are said to have a sentimental connection to Prince Harry, as he's spoken in the past about a meaningful encounter with one following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. So was this an unfortunate coincidence, or could it have been an oversight in the branding process? Well, it's tough to say because we weren't there in the room, but one thing's for sure, the scrutiny surrounding the Sussexes hasn't faded one bit. As expected, the internet had a lot to say about this. Some see it as an innocent mistake, while others argue that public figures, especially those with resources like Meghan Markle, should be more diligent about ensuring originality in branding. Royal commentators have also weighed in. Some have framed this as yet another example of Meghan and Harry's ventures facing controversy, while others believe the criticism is way overblown. Marketing and branding experts, on the other hand, say this serves as a cautionary tale. When launching a global brand, thorough research is crucial to avoid these kinds of conflicts. Even if the resemblance was unintentional, it still raises concerns about due diligence in the branding process, is what they would say. So what happens next? Well, here are a couple of potential scenarios. Meghan's team responds and possibly redesigns the logo. If the backlash grows, a simple tweak to the design could settle the matter. Adjusting elements to make it distinct from the Porreres emblem could be a diplomatic and easy fix. Secondly, Porreres could pursue legal action. While this seems less likely due to financial constraints, the town could still seek legal counsel to determine their rights. Or a mutual agreement is reached. Perhaps Meghan and her team acknowledge the similarities, offer a nod to the town, or even visit the Spanish island in a goodwill gesture. Stranger things have happened in PR moves. At the end of the day, this controversy highlights the importance of cultural sensitivity and thorough brand research. Whether Meghan's team had made an honest mistake, or if this is all just a big coincidence, the reaction from Porreres underscores how deeply people care about their heritage and symbols. So what do you think? Is this just an unfortunate similarity, or should Meghan's brand make changes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been Cameron Walker for GBN Royal.
What do you think? What do you think of the brand? What do you think of the little tree and the birdies?
It's a bit of a disaster, isn't it, for her? Because obviously she's trying to launch this brand and already she's had to rename it. And then, as you said, when I saw the logo, it's very similar, obviously, to the Spanish towns. So it's not great. And obviously, this is something she's going to have to, because I think the towns actually said they're going to possibly fight her on this. So I don't think this is a great start to her new brand.
I watched the video yesterday with Meghan Markle announcing this relaunch. What did you make of the video?
I mean, it's kind of, we've kind of seen similar videos before, haven't we? Where she's kind of obviously trying to promote some. It's almost, it's quite interesting. It's constantly this rebranding thing that's going on, which is quite interesting. We've had different kind of, way back to Sussex Royal at the very beginning. Here we've now got this new lifestyle series that's coming out. Obviously, she's got this new brand that's going to go alongside it. It's very difficult because royals, as we've said many, many times before, this is not something royals typically kind of do. And obviously these are no longer, if you like, working members of the royal family, but still, Prince Harry, as I keep saying, is a senior member of the royal family. So it's quite a kind of uncharted territory that they're going into. And as I said, this is a bit of a disaster because everything they seem to kind of do when it comes to branding, it just doesn't seem to work.